right, this is 8 ways you can save money. Now it says that 67% of people are not subscribed. So what are you guys doing? You need to subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 2K. I'm going to be doing a Q&A at 2K. You can put your comments in the below. But yeah, boom, this is 8 ways you can save money. Now the first way is overdraft fees and credit card debt. So you know when you get into credit card debt and you owe the banks money, or you owe money on your overdraft is like, let's say you have £9 in your bank account and you buy something that's £10. Now you're in -1. Now the banks are going to charge you on that because you're using the bank's money, not your own bread. You get me? You're using the bank's money. So if you could just call your bank and turn off overdraft, like a lot of the time when you open up a bank account, you can actually turn off overdraft, or maybe in your app on your phone, like just ask the bank that you don't want an overdraft, you just want the card to get declined than having an overdraft. It's better that you can't buy the item than buying the item, going into minus numbers, and now you're worried because now they're going to charge you. So that like, let's say you buy something for £10, now it's going to cost £20, £30 every day that you don't pay that money back. They're going to just charge you, and you're going to be in overdraft, and it's a mess, and you don't want to get into that. The next one I'd say is expensive trainers, expensive clothes, expensive watches, expensive things that you don't really need. Like, you got one pair of feet, do you need 20 trainers? You know what I'm trying to say? You got 2 wrists, do you need to have like 50 watches? Unless you're collecting watches to like resell or whatever, that's fine. But if you're just buying expensive things for the sake of buying expensive things, that can become a waste. Like, over time that can add up. Like, if you literally just go on your phone and add up how much money you spent on Amazon, like last year I did that. I added up like every single thing I bought on Amazon in the year, and it was about like £945 or something like that. And I was like, damn, all these things I bought on Amazon, do I even need them? Do I even use them? Like, half things I bought on Amazon I don't even use, or I just returned or gave to someone else. So that's my point. Like, almost £1,000 just on Amazon in the year. But this is my point. If you add up every single purchase you pay for, like actually calculate, get out the calculator and add all the receipts, keep the receipts, add them up, and actually figure out how much money you're spending on like expensive things that you don't need. Like, do you really think about it? Like, how much clothes do you really need? How many watches do you need? How many trainers do you need? How many expensive items do you need? You got to really think about it. Like, when you look at your closet, you might have a bunch of t-shirts and clothes that you can just literally iron and clean, and actually put in the wash and clean them and iron them, and they're perfectly fine. But you're buying more and more clothes that you don't even need. And as long as you got the basic colors and you got basic things that fit you and actually look well on you, that's more important than having a big Gucci logo. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So another one is, extended warranties. Now, people don't talk about this, but let's say you buy a new phone or you buy an iPad or a laptop, they'll always ask you, oh, do you want an extended warranty? Like, we can give you a warranty. But by the time the warranty actually comes around to it, half the time that you're just buying a new item, like, who actually really checks these warranties or these logos or these receipts from like 10 years ago? You know what I mean? Like, I've had extended warranties on like laptops and stuff. And by the time I bought a new laptop, that warranty had already expired. By the time you buy that new phone or you buy that new gadget or new iPad or whatever, a lot of these extended warranties are just to get you to spend more money, because they know that you're probably not going to even check that warranty or actually, come back on it like a year later. Like, what's the chance of your item breaking in a year? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes products will last longer, but like by 2 years, 3 years, then they'll break, and it's like that warranty wasn't even worth the money. I've actually spoken about this on like planned obsolescence in another video. Like, check my channel. I've actually spoken about this in more detail, how sometimes items are planned to break so that they can get more money, and sometimes they'll last a year, and then after that year there'll be an update, and now all of a sudden your thing feels slower. You know what I'm trying to say? So be careful on that. But yeah, extended warranties, be careful with extended warranties. Be careful on things that say, oh, we can pay for this Apple Care, or you can get this, like, we can give you a warranty for £20 a month, or oh, if you pay for this, then if something goes wrong and it breaks, but the money it costs to actually repair it, sometimes it's better to just get something brand new. You know what I mean? So like, think about that. But yeah, another one is gambling. Stop wasting your money on gambling. Don't waste your money on gambling. Don't waste your money on, casinos and lottery tickets and all these things. A lot of the time, these things are set up to get you to spend more money. It's like a poor people tax, because, I've been to richer areas in London. I've been to like central London, and I haven't seen any gambling shops. But then the area I grew up in, there was a lot of gambling. There's also like Bet365 gambling, and, it's all gambling shops, around the corners. And there's always people trying to bet on these horses, or bet on dogs, or bet on the football, or bet on the cricket. And it's like, yeah, they're just trying to get people to spend more money. Like, the people who actually have money put that money into investments that will actually grow, the S&P 500, the Vanguard, the stock, the FTSE 100, top UK companies, top American companies. People put their money into the stocks instead of money into like fantasy, fantasy land. So stop the gambling. At the end of the day, these gambling shops make a lot of money. Like, a lot of people who work in gambling shops actually get paid good salaries because it's an addiction, so be careful with the gambling. Another one is spending too much money on your car. I've talked about this as well, another video on buying your first car. You should watch my videos. I've got a video on buying your first car on my channel. And it's basically about, yeah, the fact that sometimes with your car's down payments and paying $300-400 a month, $400 every single month for that new car, when you could just buy a car outright, like a 2007, 2008, a 2012, with a good engine and actually, not too bad mileage, and actually get a secondhand car that actually works and actually good and actually more comfortable. Then you're buying a 2025 plate car and you're just splashing money every single month for the rest of your life, and then you're just working a job to pay for your car. That's not a fun time. So you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to get into car debt. You don't want to be owing car companies money, and they take your vehicle, they put a little clamp triangle on your car, then you're trying to cut off it with a chain. And I've had mates, they put the little clamp on their car and they're cutting the car chain off with a chainsaw, and like, bro, it's just long. You don't want to be doing all that. And then they're trying to change the number plates, and you don't want to get into all that mess. So I'd say just avoid car troubles, because car troubles are gonna wreck you. People don't talk about this enough. People want to shine a new car because of rappers and music videos, but half the time they're rented. Half the time, even these music videos and these rappers don't actually have 10 Lamborghinis. A lot of them are rented. A lot of them are just sponsored for the video shoot. You know what I mean? But yeah, so be careful with spending too much money in your car. That's one that does get people. Another one is buying things on sale. This kind of relates to the whole clothing thing, but sometimes people buy things just because they're on sale. You see a new pair of jeans, you see that new, t-shirt, that hat. Oh, it's on sale. Or those swimming shorts are on sale, but how often do you go swimming? You know what I mean? Like, you're buying things because it's on sale, it's on discount, 50% off. Yeah, but just because it's 50% off doesn't mean you need to buy it. Like, they still made it in China for like $2-3. You know what I'm trying to say? It's still made in China in a factory by some kid. So just because something's on sale, it's just because they're trying to get rid of their old stock. That's all it is that sometimes shops have so much stock in the back room and they're trying to get rid of the old stock, so they'll put it on sale just to get you to buy it. But buy one get one free, haha. But do you really need it? Like, do you need another pair of sunglasses? Do you need another watch? Do you need another scarf? Like, when is it cold like that where you need a scarf and 10 beanies? You know what I'm trying to say? So, you got gloves in your drawer that work fine. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to buy things just because they're on sale, just because, that new pair of shoes is on sale, or that new belt is on sale, but you got like 10 belts in your drawer and you barely wear jeans. Like, come on, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole sale, buy it now, it's all kind of demand. These red logos, sale and red, it's to get you to buy. It's 50% off now, don't miss out. But just, I'm gonna miss out on saving my money, bro. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So be careful of all that. Another one is eating out every single day. Like, if you're eating out every single day, like, and you're not cooking no food at home, you're gonna be broke, bro. Like, you gotta start to cook your own meals, cook your own food, even if it's instant noodles, even if it's literally just a bunch of noodles. Get some, carrot, get some sweet corn, literally get some mushrooms, cut it up, boom. It could be like $20, bro, and you can make it last, and you can actually cook up quite a bit of food. Like, literally, you can go to the butchers. I don't know about where you guys live, but for me, I went to the butchers for like £18, and I got a whole kilo of chicken. And it lasted me like a week, bro. I literally cut it up, diced it, put it into with some rice, and it lasted me. And I put it in the fridge and put it in the freezer, and bang, you can actually make quite a couple meals with that. And you know what I'm trying to say? Like, buying chicken, buying, the minced meat from the butchers, buying it wholesale, going to like a Walmart and buying like the big meat, and then actually cooking, you can cook like 2-3 meals with it. One day you can, make pita bread, put something like, mince in there. You can make up some different meal combinations. Even if you're like a vegetarian and you just want to buy like stuff to like make salads and things like that, you can do that than going out to like eat all the time. Because a lot of the time, like, you have to understand, they got to pay waiters, they got to pay their delivery drivers, they got to pay for their service, they got to pay for the restaurant that they're in. So, you're paying for all of that as well when you're paying the food. You know what I'm trying to say? So sometimes it's like buying ingredients yourself at home, you can save a lot of money, and it's less ingredients, it's less MSG, it's less chemicals, it's less trans fats, it's less of these things, and you're actually, having a better meal with less chemicals. So it's a win-win. You know what I'm trying to say? Another one is having fizzy drinks when you're thirsty. People don't talk about this enough. Like, fizzy drinks will actually make you more thirsty. Like, have you ever eaten and you drink a Coca-Cola, you drink like some fizzy drink, and you become more thirsty? Like, you get bubbles and you become more thirsty. It's because it's got so much sugar that it actually can dry out your system, which makes you want to get more thirsty, which means you would drink more fizzy drink, and that's not actually quenching your thirst. You need water. You need that H2O in your bloodstream. Just having more and more sugar is going to make you more dry and actually dry out your throat. It's the same reason why, when you go to like a bar, they give you those nuts at the table. It's because they want you to have a dry mouth, so you order more drinks. It's a psychological thing. So, be careful when you're thirsty and you're going to drink that Coke or that, that fizzy drink, that Fanta. Drink water, because your body needs water. It doesn't need the sugary fizzy. That's not what it needs. It's just going to make you burp. It's just going to make you feel full and bloated. It's not going to help you. So that's what I'm trying to say with that one. But anyways, this video is on 8 things that you should do, to save your money. Like I said, overdraft fees, credit cards, be careful of that. The second one, buying expensive things you don't need. The third one, extended warranties, be careful with those. Gambling, like I said, spending too much money in your car, eating out every single day, eating out meals every single day, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, no. And the third one, fizzy drinks. Save your money on fizzy drinks. Buy water. You can buy bulk, a 2-3 liter bottle of water, gallon of water. Drink water. It's better for you. It's healthier for you. It's cheaper than that. So anyways, you take care and really hope you guys have a great day. My name's Chris and I'm out. Bang.